Hi friends, welcome back. Happy Sunday. I hope everybody's having a great weekend. So today I want to share my projects for hashtag Ephemera Madness 24, and the host is Jennifer over at Scrapbooks and Memories. So every month on the first Monday of the month, you come on and share your project. She gives you a prompt every month, and for November it was vintage, and then for December, the first Monday of the month, it's going to be parchment paper. So I'm quite a few days late, but I hope Jennifer doesn't mind. So I'm doing November vintage. So this is what I made for vintage. Made some library card holders. Made these. So a while back, I had ordered these blank library card holders. I got them off of Amazon. And they have the, you peel the back off and you could adhere it to like your junk journal or whatever you want to adhere it to. So I altered some of those. And then on the front, you see these library cards. So I had like a really old library was closing and they were selling the, what do you call these? Like the catalog cards. Remember how we used to have to scroll through the cards to find your book and then it tell you what section and what shelf to go find your book. So I got a whole box of them. I think I got F through K, I think. Or maybe not, because there's E. I don't remember what I got, but I got a whole box of them. So I've been altering them. So that's what you see on the front here. I just tore parts of it off and inked it. Everything is inked, I believe, with Vintage Photo Distress ink. So this one, I just inked the card up and I pulled out all my stamps. I have various stamps from different companies. So I just started using them and stamping the card. And then I have a vintage photo in here. I inked it with the vintage photo too. And then these are my stamps. I think these are Tim Holtz stamps if I'm not mistaken. And I just used the library index card and made a pocket. Then I put an extra piece of lace that I had or trim and I put a button. So that's my first one. And then the second one, again, just inked up the card and used some of my stamps. And I have this vintage photo. I just inked it up and then more stamping, different stamps. And then I used a like a piece of trim that I had left over and I just put it on the top, on the front. So that's my second one. Then my third one, again, inked it and stamped. I was really having fun with all my stamps. And then this is stamped from an old stamp I have. And then this was a wooden stamp, this little flower. And I tore it and inked it. And then instead of this one, because see these, I made a pocket out of the, you know, the catalog card. But this one, I just glued them down. So I glued her down, I glued that down. So just another ephemera. So that's my vintage. And then lately I've been like really obsessed with like faux postage stamps. So I made some faux stamps with, these are vintage images. I have this die set. This one, I got mine off of Amazon. But just recently, I got an ad. I seen an ad off of scrapbook.com that Waffle Flower has this, which is like more than double the price. But I didn't know that when at the time, I just found it on Amazon. And I usually, I don't really know companies and who's a dupe of what. If I see something, and I like it, I buy it. So I got mine off Amazon. I'll put the link to it if you want. I'll even put the Waffle Flower if you choose to go that route. So anyway, these are vintage images, and I just put them on some colored cardstock, and then I cut the die out. And then this one I left intact, so just so you could see, and then I cut them apart, and then I used my stamps. So see, whoop, and see how I used my stamp on there to make it look like a postage stamp. There's that one. There's the little kitty. This one. Felt good to pull out my stamps and use them. I really like how these turned out. Got the deer. Yeah, so you just stamp them to make it look like it's a stamp that's been used. So there's that one. That was my vintage stamps. But then I started having fun. Well, I mean, that was fun, but just fun with different images. This was my practice sheet. I just put random images just because I wanted to play around. So I have my fairy. Put my fairy, and then I stamped her. I just wanted to see how some black roses looked, and I stamped it. The purple flowers, the white flower, and then this one I didn't stamp. I just kept it the same, but I inked the edges. And then the mushrooms. They make cute little stamps. So there was that one. Then I just wanted to see what some more black flowers. I didn't cut these out or ink them or anything, but just to, you know, you can really get creative with this die. So then I had this one. I made the images, and I cut two because I wanted to fussy cut them out, and I made they're like little works of art. So like I cut the second one out and I glued it on top to give it dimension, and I put nature is beautiful, and I inked it, and I even splattered it with some white paint so it's dimensional. So you can get really creative with these. And I did the same with the mushroom. I cut the mushroom out of a second one. I glued it on here, and I used my white gel pen and gave it some splatter, and I even splattered it with paint. Put fall vibes, and then inked the edges. Little work of art. And then the rest of them, I just inked the edges. I haven't done nothing to them. But see, there's that one. Little squirrel. Her, she's so cute. And then the little one. I'm really getting a lot of use out of this die set. So then I wanted to just try different papers. So like I have this paper. So like say if I had the die, this is the die, right? I would just put it to where I wanted the images to be, and then I would just cut it out. You can use scrapbook paper, digital paper, any kind of paper. Here's another one I did. I have these ornament papers. See the ornament papers, and I just cut it out. Where's it? Oh, this way. So like I say, if I wanted to do this one, I guess I should move these out of the way, huh? So they're not so distracting. So say you have this paper, and then you just put the die where you want it. You know, like I probably would put it up there. So some of that's showing there, got a little bit in each. So that's that paper. And so I had this one, and I did this one. And I did some fussy cutting with little, just random little images. Although I don't know, I probably wouldn't use it on this dark paper, but maybe, I don't know. But just to give you an idea, you know, you can use different papers, different images. You could even use your stamps if you wanted to. I'm sure I have some small stamps that I could use, you know. So there's that one. I have a lighter with the ornaments. I don't know. None of these I think are, oh, that's cute. And then I even just cut out some Merry Christmases, because you could do that if you wanted. You can really get creative and do what you want. So there's that one. And then I have this one. This one will probably look good with this. Maybe not. Let's try the present. Oh, you get the idea. So you can do different. This is just scrapbook paper. You can just cut out different ones. There's that one. So it was like this, but then I took the die and just cut it out like this, like where I wanted it to be. And I just cut it out, and then I can add my little images or stamps or whatever you want to add. I have no nails to pick anything up. This little mouse is cute. Let's look at the little mouse. He would be good for like this paper. That's so cute. Anyway, I'm having fun with my faux stamp die. And they make great like little ephemeras, you know. All you do is cut it out. You can either stamp it or you cut out paper you already have and then you just ink the edges. So let me bring my vintage. So this is my project for Ephemera Madness 24. So we have one more month after this month, December. So parchment paper, that's going to be interesting. So anyway, thank you for joining me on this Sunday, and I hope everybody's having a great weekend, and I'll talk to you later. All right, bye-bye.